the incident with what was it, Nestle?
Yeah.
Nestle,
Yeah.
you know, she thought she gonna pull that scheme.
Mm.
Oh, I'm on my side. Ain't nothing wrong with your mouth.
I was a bastard. Yes, I was.
You see what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with your mouth.
Mm.
See, but that notice how that automatically kicked in. That's like a block.
Right.
It's like a block, a parry that automatically kicked in. Ain't nothing wrong with your mouth. Look like, yeah, you just basically told me that you finna get skeeted on. You've just assured yourself of the fact that you finna wear some nut residue.
Mm.
See? But that
Yeah.
comes from touching grass and knowing who you dealing with. They don't know who they dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
They have not a clue who they dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
Continue.
Continue we shall. Okay.
You, and he was trying to get everybody away so he could have sex with you, and you didn't want to have sex with him. Why wouldn't you leave? Why would you stay there and play that game? Like, don't put yourself in that situation. But even with that all being said, there's something up with her. You feel me? I don't trust
But
no
you know
chick
why
that
they could
does
put
this
themselves in
after
that
every
situation
single.
though? You know why
Say
they could
it.
do that? You
Go
know
ahead.
why they could put themselves in that situation?
Why?
Because they know the law gonna side with them.
Right. Right.
That's why she gonna put herself in that situation. Because she's gonna always have the perception of being a victim.
Yeah.
Even when she go along with the shit, they had in the video in the documentary about the freak offs with Puffy. They had an Asian man in there. I think he was Japanese, and
Okay.
they asked, "Well, why didn't you convict? Why didn't you convict him of, sexual assault as it relates to Cassie?"
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Look, it takes two hands to clap."
Yeah.
Those were the exact words he said. It takes two hands to clap. In other words, in other words, she was down with all that shit that was happening.
Mm.
She was fully aware that she was gonna be pissed off.
Yeah.
She was fully aware of all of the decadence, despite the fact. Now, that's not saying that she deserved to be kicked in the face, because she didn't. She didn't deserve any of that. She didn't deserve the violence. But let's not play like you a victim in all of this. Come on now, own your part in this. And this is why her testimony got largely discarded, even though I think it did influence some jurors.
Right.
But her testimony about abuse, that shit got thrown out the window. Sexual abuse, that is, sexual abuse. They didn't believe that shit.
Mm.
Because she on them tapes, she is going and getting the tricks.
Yeah.
The niggas, they skeeting on her. She picking them up at the airport. The niggas that's pissing on her. She's arranging their fucking travel plans.
Right.
But they still gonna see her as a victim. Regardless. And that's why she was gonna do it. Because no matter what, the courts, the police, and everybody, and they was gonna totally disregard the fact that she went on that boat to finesse him.
Yeah.
They were gonna totally disregard the fact that she stepped into that scheme knowing what she was getting into, knowing she was running game, knowing she was trying to hit a lick with him. They were totally going to give her the consideration of a victim.
Mm.
That's why she did.
Wow, man. Shit. Proceed.
Proceed.
I can't even do it. Bro, I can't even do it the way they do it. But you know how they be talking, and then right after they talk, they go, like, first of all, the moment you started doing that, first thing I'm thinking is cap. Something in that story is cap. I don't know what in that story is cap, but something in that story is cap. But, the internet, they look at it the way they look at it. So the moment they hear a woman got slapped, or, they see a video that looks like he slapped her and this, that, and the third. Me personally, the video that I saw, it looked like the same video where he threw the wig. You feel what I'm saying? So I can't really tell. It looked like the same video just from a different angle, so it looks like she's getting slapped. But I got to take their word for it. She said that he hit her, and he has an apology video.
I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and transition. Let's look at the alleged slap. Let's look at that.
Go. Oh, go.
Her wig and threw it in the ocean.
Nigga lost his mind. Go throw it. I don't give a. I'm not bald head. I'm not your sister. What you talking about?
Bet that. I bet. Bet that. I bet that. I swear to God. No, I swear to God. What I'm doing?
And then, if that wasn't bad enough, Deshae slapped her so hard that she fell to the ground.
Go. Oh, no. Go. Nah. I'm just coming downstairs, bro. It's too much.
All this played out on camera, but Deshae Frost got a creative excuse for why he did that. Now, an apology video should be you apologizing for what you did and you repeating how there's no excuse, you're done. But Deshae proceeded to list out many, many, many excuses for why what he did wasn't as bad as we're trying to make it.
Before this video starts, I want to say it's never, never okay to hit a woman. Ever. I know I might clip farm a lot and say things or whatever for clip.
Right here, I want to fucking spit on this nigga. I want to spit on this nigga, man. Never, ever, ever a reason to hit a. Oh my God, man. These fucking weak ass niggas.
Clips or anything, but at no point should a man ever, ever put their hands on a woman.
Except for you.
And I take full accountability and responsibility for that, and I'm sorry. And I've expressed that to her after situations 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and everything from this video. I just want to get that across. I'm not making excuses. I did a thing, and I appreciate everybody, you know, getting on my ass and all these things, but I just wanted to tell my truth of how everything just led up. First things first, I want to say is I will.
He's a liar and he's disingenuous.
Never, ever, ever put my hands on a girl who's never put their hands on me, okay? I'm not a person to initiate and do things and try to hit a girl because, you know, just out of the strength of just arguing or anything like. This was from season 2. This was from 2022 or 2023, 4 years ago. And she was one of the girls that she came on the show. I brought her on the show and everything. And during the whole show, like, she was the only person who was literally like, I don't know, like physical, and she was hitting me. She was doing these things, which I had to cut from YouTube videos because of monetization. And she would hit me and all these things going back and forth.
He's a liar.
And yelling, going back and forth and doing these things. And it kind of was just got to a point where I kind of didn't want to deal with that. And like I said, anything I say in this video is not to make anything right. This is not to make anything right. This is not make things easier. This is not an excuse for anything. This is just me telling this story. And I feel like nobody should ever, 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 ever put their hands on a girl. Ever. It don't matter how mad.
Oh my God, this nigga. What's up, man?
I hate when a nigga apologize to me and tell me he ain't doing the shit that he doing to me.
Yeah.
I hate
like
that shit.
Stupid. Like we stupid.
Yeah, I ain't really trying to shit on you, but kind of put your head on down there by the toilet seat, and I'm gonna pull it on down on. You see?
Yeah.
I hate when a nigga try to do shit like that to me. You gonna tell me you ain't trying to do to me what you doing to me, but you gonna tell me you doing to me what you doing to me.
This is not to say that I'm not wrong, and this is not to say that I'm like, well, why are you doing the video, nigga? Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Incriminating yourself, no less.
Yeah.
Incriminating yourself, no less. This nigga is giving a full-throated confession on social media.
Wow, man.
All right, man.
All right. Jesus.
You get, it don't matter anything, you know what I'm saying, like fighting or anything, unless like you literally like are getting punched 100 times or whatever, something just to throw her out the way or move her out the way. But yo, I think that just doing that was just up, you know what I'm saying? It was up. We were arguing, you know, there's been things off times, off cameras where she would hit me and all these things like that, and I'm trying to talk to her and vibe her and like that. And what happened at the boat situation,
And you ain't got no footage of her putting her hands on you, huh?
None whatsoever.
How convenient, little nigga.
Exactly.
Yeah.
None.
You ain't got
no evidence of none of this shit. But you
Yeah.
better believe there's evidence in Maceo.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
You better believe there's evidence in Maceo.
Yeah, I can exonerate myself. There's no doubt about that. But this motherfucker, he's supposed to be the producer of this shit, man. And what, you ain't got no video exonerating yourself? You can't pull up nothing showing that this bitch was out of pocket putting her hands on you.
Nothing.
Yeah, this nigga, man. These low IQ youngsters, man. God damn.
is that we were yelling, arguing, and she had just said things. I heard she said that I did this because I couldn't like, or something like that. Bro, that argument happened, whatever, because she was saying crazy things, which I had to cut out.
Damn! It's too hot for that. Like, that to go.
Okay, I will.
Wig off. Wig off.
Throw this ocean.
Don't throw my wig in the ocean. I literally kill you if you throw my wig in the ocean.
All right, bet.
Deshae. What? Don't throw my wig. Don't not throw that girl wig in the ocean.
Who gonna stop me?
What you mean?
Get that camera.
Bad, you know, and me as a man, I lowered my morals, and I went down to her level. Any guy that would hit a girl and do those things or whatever, you're lowering your how can I say, your respect. You're lowering your respect for yourself, and you're going down to her level. And as a man, you should never do that. She definitely was trying to irritate me and get on my nerves and do all these things. Gallop, I thought she was good enough to hit me again, and I just mushed her. My main thing is I was never trying to hurt her. I never.
Say what?
Ain't no proof of none of this.
None.
Ain't no proof of none of this. So what that tells me, what I'm inclined to be based upon what's in front of me right now,
right,
is she was telling the truth about him getting mad about he couldn't fuck.
Yeah. To me, that was never really in doubt. It was never in doubt. Yeah, I know an angry trick when I see one, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know an angry trick when I see one.
Exactly.
Yeah, he gets no points over here for acting like that, man. Fellas, look, if you meet a female and she don't want to rock with you, man, she not down with the program, just go about your way and find one that is, man. I think this just may be a situation where, like, if you a dude and you got a lot of money, you know, that just builds up the hubris in you, and you just can't believe a bitch is swerving you, man, and you know, I mean, you just blow a circuit in your mind, and you like, how dare this bitch tell me no? You know what I mean? Shit. Well, yeah, that happens.
Yeah,
that happens.
Again, your money doesn't buy organic sexual attraction. It doesn't. I don't care what the niggas online tell you.
Right.
I don't care what any of them tell you. Your money does not buy you organic sexual. And I'm not trick shaming.
Right.
I'm not trick shaming. I'm just telling you the truth. Because I frankly think that everybody should be stating their price. Because it ain't like these motherfuckers trying to get married no way. It ain't like they want anything substantive anyway. The dating market is nothing but the blade. I said that shit 10, 15, 20 years ago, and I stand on it 10 or 20 years later. The dating market ain't shit but the blade.
Right.
That's all it is. But here's the thing. Nobody wants to play their role, though. Everybody want to pretend like there's something other than what they are. The hoes want to act like they're not hoes. And the tricks are mad because they have to trick. What did Tyrion Lannister tell Jon Snow? He said, bastard, admit what you are. Because if you admit what you are, no one can use it to hurt you.
Wow. There we go. That's what's up.
I never like slapped her, but from that angle, it looks really bad. It looks really bad. But I mushed her ass. I mushed her ass over there. I mushed her ass out of it. Because I was not finna be hit. I was not finna go on that, and I just walked away. But with that situation, I seen things she was doing. She was saying, talking about, yeah, one of the all these different things, and it's like, bro, after that, I apologized. We was kissing, and I'm gonna put clips in here too, but we was kissing, and you're saying you didn't let me, you didn't want me to after you literally gave me some head. And I don't not to put your business out there, but you gave me some head.
Cap. It's clear to see that, man. I don't know if you've seen it, right? But he kissed her. She did not kiss him. He went over there and kissed her on the cheek and shit, man. This nigga's a worm, man.
Indeed.
Things like even she doing now, just saying that like when she sees my sister, she's gonna fight her and do these things. She's been waiting up like all this time to see her in person that is up, and you feel all these things, and it's just like, bro, 3 years later, what was this energy 3 years ago when that thing actually happened and all these things? And mind you, she said way more worse things that, you know, that I'm not even gonna say crazy things just about my sister and her personal things and doing things and just saying things about my families in general.
Who had? Did he say I gave him head? Why would I be doing all of this if I did anything with that man? He said that? Can one of y'all send me the video where he said that? That's going to my lawyer, promise you. I'm gonna pull up the screenshots. I'm gonna put on the live.
Yeah, man, you know, this is gonna be a lot coming from me, but I hope she sue the fuck out this nigga, man. I do not like shady ass worm ass niggas, man. Put a black eye in the game, man. Shit. And also, let me go ahead and add a little bit of clarity once again for those who may not know me and how I get down and who I am, man. When we talking about putting the goon hand down on broads, man. Shit, man. Like I done told many of y'all, I'm not the type of nigga, man, that when I meet a female, I tell her that I will never, ever hit a woman. I let all of them know. Depending on the day you catch me, if you put your hands on me, I might turn the other cheek, but there's another day where I might knock your block off, bitch, and I'm not gonna play no games with you. And for a lot of niggas, you know, that's just too much, man. But my thing is, I remember taking my grandmama out to Bob Evans about 6 years ago, man. And my grandmama got mouth, man. You know, my grandmama was a typical black skillet, man. She say what's on her mind. She don't give two fucks about what nobody talking, man. And we was sitting down, and it was like a table of like 4 young black skillets, man. And they was all loud, and they was ratchet. My grandmama was looking over at me. I just knew it was a recipe for a disaster, man, because, you know, my grandmama old school. She believe in, you know, black women should mind their business or just, you know, not be rats, not be rats, not be loud, you know, conduct yourself like a lady in public, you know what I mean? And my grandmama, she was one to voice her opinion, man. So the ratchets was over there, ooh, girl, and they on their phones and they listening to they little bullshit on their phones, listening to derogatory rap music and shit. And my grandmama was looking over there and was like, ooh, Lord. You know, she wasn't necessarily saying nothing really too crazy to him. She's like, but she was looking at him and she was just looking flabbergasted, like, ooh, Lord, oh. You know, she was clutching her pearls, man. And I seen them bitches over there and they was looking at my grandmama. And man, for a minute, I was like, oh, it's going down. I'm thinking to myself, if these hoes step to my grandmama, I'm gonna flatten all these bitches, man. I just, you know, I looked over at them, they looked over at me, and I don't know. I guess it was a miracle that they actually looked at me, and I guess they felt some sort of intimidation factor. But I was gonna beat the brakes off them bitches if they came over, you know, fucking with my grandmama, man. So when I hear niggas talk about there ain't never ever a reason to put your hands on a woman, I'm like, nigga, you sit your ass in Bob Evans with your grandmama, your elderly grandmama, and you got 4 rat bitches staring her down, looking like they about to jump on her. What you gonna do? You gonna let your grandmama get her ass kicked, nigga? Like, you niggas, y'all sound stupid, man. Ain't never no reason to put your hands on a dirty ass bitch, man. Fuck that. I would have threw them hoes through the pane glass window, man, and wouldn't have, and would gladly spend 2-3 nights in jail to do it. Fuck out of here with that.
So again, it becomes necessary sometimes. Anybody can get an ass whooping.
Right.
Ain't nobody exempt from an ass whooping. Especially when they do. And here's the killing part.
Right.
Other bitches know. Other bitches like them know that they need an ass whooping.
Mm-hmm.
Other women know that they need an ass whooping. You remember that clip that I showed you with Jake the Snake?
Oh, hell yeah.
The loudest ones that were jumping up and down wasn't the men, it was the women.
Right.
You see? And another scenario, I don't know if you remember it, but I do.
Okay.
You remember when you and V went to the movies?
Oh. Ooh, V is a gangster, boy. That's all I can say. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she's a gutter bitch herself.
Yeah.
And them bitches was all out of, y'all bitches need to shut the fuck up.
I was like, damn. I felt like the bitch. I felt like she was defending my honor. Damn. I'm like,
see,
shit.
Even they know when they out of pocket.
Yeah.
Even they know that there are times when you have to go there. So if they know that there are times when these bitches need to get touched,
right,
you can't come along with no blanket prohibition about not touching them. Mm-hmm. Because again, if you stand in a man's face, you in a man's place.
Yeah, that shit irritates me, man. That's one of them liberal ass talking points, man. That got the black community so fucked up, man. Oh my God, man. So many people have drank the Kool-Aid on that one. I mean, that just removes the culpability and the responsibility, you know, from a woman, man. She's allowed to do whatever the fuck she want, when she want, how she want, and just run roughshod over folks, man. She ain't fearing no sort of blowback or no clapback, man, for her actions. And that's got to stop, man. She got to know that, bitch, you will get touched if you start acting stupid out here. Shit. Yeah. That's one thing that I do agree with when it comes to Sharia law. I love that shit. Oh, yeah. Everybody that's acting out of pocket, we need to put you back in pocket. And if we got to put your ass in the stocks in the town square, throw tomatoes at your ass, I'm with it, man. We got to stop this bullshit, man, for real. Let's go ahead and get back on track, man. Shit.
Hold on. This was when he was lying again, saying that we had. And here's messages right here. And then, hold on. Let me show you another. Keep my name out your mouth and don't ever lie on me. That's the last thing I'm going to ever say to you. Don't speak to me again. He's been lying on his y'all. He's been lying. These messages are from 2023. He's been saying we had sex and I did whatever. Here's the proof. Never had sex with that man. Let me pull this picture back up again. I said, you had me talking to your weird daddy, asking a bunch of weird. All I want to know is did we fuck or not? Because we didn't. I could have told my dad how you put your hands on me. Then that would have been a bigger problem. So let's keep cute. You have a great day. He literally tells the world that his is little. Like, boy, I would never. He said you gave him head. He's a liar. He also said I hit him. I never hit him. He's a liar. You didn't see me kiss him. You saw him kiss me. It's okay. He will be hearing from my lawyer. Promise you that. Let me call my mom real quick, y'all. You say he didn't apologize, but in your life, you say he apologized.
Yeah, man. Sue this nigga, man.
I said he didn't apologize to me after everything went on. They say.
And this is, man, and I'm kind of conflicted because she's kind of irritating too because she's a low IQ bitch. And he a low IQ nigga. You know, I would really like for them to cancel each other out.
You would think that they would get along together.
You
would think they would be a match, but it's not because she still has the ultimate choice to tell him no.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, no doubt. Shit. I'm all for that. I'm all for that, man. Shit. No means no. And I honored that shit, man. As soon as a bitch told me no, I'm like, okay, you're going home. You're going home. Especially if the woman was white, man. If you was white and you told me no, you got the fucking the bullet train about my goddamn apartment. Bye. Get. Don't need that heat. Fuck that shit.
They didn't say we had sex. They said that I sucked his. That he's going around telling people that I sucked his. Write that down. Write that down for the lawyer.
He said it on a social media platform.
Yes.
There it is. Write that down.
Yeah.
For the
I screen recorded that.
Write that down for the who?
For the social media, right? What'd you say?
No, she said for the lawyer.
Oh, for the lawyer? Okay.
Yeah, that's what she said. Now, and he ain't got no evidence.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't got nothing to the contrary.
Right.
He ain't got nothing. You know what this is, Doc?
What's up?
This is potentially a rape case.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. If she could, well, she's saying that she didn't have sex with him. So how would that be a rape case?
He hit her.
Well, that wouldn't be rape. That would be assault.
Okay, sexual assault. Let's not use rape. Excuse me. Great. Can't say that.
Right.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. It's not great. It's not great. It's sexual assault. Scratch that. You're right.
Yeah.
It would be great.
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't be grape.
No, it wouldn't be great.
Mm-mm.
Sexual assault, right?
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't be sexual assault. It'd be just be assault. Well, I don't know. You probably could make that sexual assault
exactly.
if his motive was sex.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. A good lawyer could probably get that off.
Great. It's not great. It's not great. It could be sexual assault, or it could be it could be felonious assault, depending on, if he had a weapon.
Right.
When it comes to stuff like this, and I'm gonna tell you, after a lifetime of working in the American court system, man, anything is possible.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt.
No
doubt, man.
I used to rule it out, man, but 9 times out of 10, when it comes to these skillets, and when it comes to the court's desire for black flesh in the prison industrial complex, anything happens. Anything can happen. Anything is available to happen. Anything that can go down will go down, because it's not like you have the presumption of innocence. That's a lie right there.
Mm-hmm.
You go in, you have to instantly go in with evidence. You have to present the evidence to prove your innocence.
Yeah. Shit. No doubt about that. Shit, what else?
Proof. Now they got this thing going around where after y'all left out the boat, you kissed him and was holding his hand walking down the thing or whatever.
Didn't I just tell you I didn't kiss that? I just told you he kissed me. Like, what the?
No, I'm gonna show you the video.
Mom, I seen the video. Get off my phone, bro. Like, is she good? The nigga kissed me. And he said he slapped him first. He's a liar. He's a liar.
She lying.
What do you mean she lying?
Somebody he kissed her. No, you kissed him back.
Nah, she didn't.
You don't think she did?
Nah. I looked at that like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, nah.
I was looking to see her push away, but I guess so.
Yeah, he kissed her on the cheek.
Oh,
you know what I mean? And it happened so fast. That's why I had to look at it like 3 or 4 times. I was just like, yeah, he kissed her. She didn't make no move towards him, man. Okay. This nigga's a worm, man.
All right.
Let me send him a voice message, y'all. He won't reply to none of my DMs. He won't reply to my DMs. And then you're going online saying that we had sex or I gave you head. You're a liar. You know I never put my hands on you. You can't put that on Bali. You can't put that on your little sister that I did anything with you.
Okay. Yeah, man. Well, shit. You want to go ahead and say anything before we get off this? Because I also wanted to talk about the... did you see what else I sent you about that divester case?
Yeah, that's the Deshae chick.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we're going to touch on that because my man Blade wanted our opinion on that as well. But before we do that, I want to go ahead and get your parting words on Mr. Frost Does he get the thumbs up, the thumbs down? Do you think he deserves to get the book thrown at him? Like, what's your thoughts on that, man?
I don't think he deserves the book thrown on him. I'm not going to say that. But
Okay.
I will say this. Only flat-foot tricking will save the day.
Okay.
And he was less than honest with that girl. See, the thing is, as I said before earlier in this part, all that showboating, trying to make it look like you have money, you're not doing anything but setting yourself up to get robbed or finessed. You cannot use money to manufacture sexual attraction.
Right.
You can't do that. Money alone will not manufacture. It will not change the hierarchy in the Black community. And the hierarchy in the Black community is violence and aggression. That's why niggas that may not be attractive, that look like, God rest his soul, the late notorious Christopher Wallace. If a nigga is super gangster, he can get on with a lot of the rats that a lot of these niggas are attracted to. Because there's a link between sex and violence in poor, disenfranchised communities. You understand?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is this, is that he should have just did some flat-foot tricking. He should have just stood. He should have stood on the soles of his feet and just did some flat-foot tricking and be done with it. Present her with an offer and be done with it. That's all it is. Present, make your offer. Tell her what you got.
I got 75.
Got 75. Make your offer and be done with it. And she either accept it or not.
Man.
All this other shit wasn't even necessary. No, but I have never even heard of his goddamn reality show. Never heard of it, never seen it. See? So that makes me think that the shit was really a ruse for him to get in her drawers anyway.
Yeah.
He should have just put his price up and been done with it. But again, I told you back in the day, a lot of these niggas don't even know how to trick correctly. So that's all I have to say about that. We can go on to something else.
All right. Let me find a